Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. And today we're having a very number heavy video. I am not showing you any of these products. What I'm going to do is I have my makeup numbers sheet here. This lists all the different types of products that I own. It's 3 pages long, and I'm going to be going through here and showing you and telling you if my collection has grown, if it has shrunk. Hint, it hasn't shrunk. And I'm actually kind of amazed with how my collection rotation is going, especially because I'm focusing so much on project pans. But let's dive into it. I don't want to ruin the surprise, if we can call it that. And let's go in. So let's talk about eyes first. Eyes are the windows to our soul, and I seem to be gaining in the eye category. In 2018, so in January, February 2018, I had 37 single eyeshadows. I currently have 48. And I was wondering where those extra 11 eyeshadows came from. And I did get some from a makeup swap that I did. I also ended up depotting a palette. So 3 eyeshadows came from there. So, you know, it is what it is. I got rid of a lot of eyeshadows, but in terms of numbers, I increased because basically a palette turned into singles. Doubles and trios remain the same. Quads went down because I did declutter some quads. I went from 7 quads to 5 quads. And then in terms of eyeshadow palettes, as you can probably guess, I went up. What? I know. Okay, so let me explain. So in January 2018, I had 31 eyeshadow palettes. So I call it eyeshadow palette anything with 5 shadows or more in it. I currently have 35. But if you think that I did this count in July in 2019, I did have 37. So I'm down 2 from July because of decluttering, but I'm up overall, which is just crazy. Now, a lot of these are going to be similar. Shadow sticks are the same. The cream shadows are the same. And I also include Still Glitters into that. Mascara, I've gone up significantly. So I had 8 mascaras last year. I've used up all 8 of those, but I just bought a whole bunch and I've got 16. Which is I didn't realize I bought that many mascaras here at the end of the year. I'm actually a little embarrassed. I'm at 16. Liquid eyeliners, I'm at 6. I was at 4. Pencil eyeliners, I was at 37. Now I'm at 28. So that one's really good. I did get rid of 9 pencil liners. So that's good. I'm hoping to continue that progress. Glitters, I've gone from 5 to 13. Oh my god. Eye primers, 5 to 4. And full face palettes, which includes blush, highlight, shadows. It has to include 3 of those things, and powders if it doesn't have one of the other ones. I've gone from 4 to 4. Ooh, okay. So if we look at the total numbers just for eyeshadow products, or like eye products, you know, like eye products, I've gone from 159 to 177. So I've increased 18, and that even, so in July, you know, I'm mentioning this July number, I was at 169, so I've gone up 8. And that's pretty much all mascaras. But that's what it is. I need to really focus on 3 categories. Eyeliners, I need to focus on single eyeshadows, and I need to focus on palettes. If I can get those under the way, I know mascaras will decrease. I bought a lot of mascaras in December. If I can focus on those 3 and get those down, those are ones that are going to be like low all the time. Brows, I'm about the same on. I don't really hoard brow products. I've got 1 brow gel, 3 brow pencils, and 2 sets of fake lashes. Like that doesn't really change all that often. Okay, let's go to face. Okay, face. Powders, I went from 12 to 15. Highlighter singles, I went from 13 to 22. Oh no! I don't know how I have so many highlighters. I use 3 highlighters and I've got 22 in my collection. And I'm currently trying to pan like 2 out of the 3 that I really use. Oh god. Okay, it's bad. It's bad. I shouldn't laugh, but I'm like, where'd those come from? Now I've got a bunch of like highlight bronzers, highlight blushes. Those remain the same. I still got 6 of those. The blush singles, oddly enough, has actually gone down because I used up one this past year. I went from 4 to 3. So like, yay! There's at least that. Excuse me, blush singles, not 4 to 3. I went from 41 to 40. Blush palettes, blush and bronzer duos, all the same. Bronzer singles have increased from 14 to 17. And then like bronzer palettes, face palettes, all that remains the same. So really what I'm finding in this paper, I am buying singles. I know I can't buy palettes because I'm not using palettes, like face palettes, but I'm buying the single highlighters. I'm buying the single bronzers. Okay, fine, I used up a blush. Congratulations. 1 out of 3 you went down on. Oh, God, okay. And then if we go on to primers, I've got a good one here. Okay, you ready? I went from 13 to 8, so yay, that went down. And then concealers and foundations are pretty much the same. Foundations I went from 6 to 5. And then concealers, a 3 to 2. Basically because I declared one because it didn't match my skin tone. So those are all the same. I still have the same products pretty much from 2018. Like my collection really hasn't changed except to add on, which is crazy to me. I had 118. I currently have 123. So I went up 5. I don't, that's like the last thing I needed was to increase in that category. Lipsticks. Okay, lipsticks. It's not that bad. Okay, lipsticks aren't that bad because I used up minis last year. 2019 was the year of mini lip products for me. So let's just go through it. Okay, lipstick bullets. I had 100 in 2018. I currently have 111, so that has increased by 11. That to me is ridiculous. Like, who needs that many just bullet lipsticks? For liquid lipsticks, I had 46. Now I've got 43. Crayon style, I had 37, but now I have 31. Hey, going the right way because of all those mini Crayola ones from the brand Clinique. I used so many of those this year. For lip oils, from 6 to 6, that didn't change. Lip stains also didn't change 1 to 1. Lip liners, I went from 11 to 8 because I decluttered them. I decluttered the 3. I didn't use up a single lip liner in 2 years, which also means I don't really use lip liners. I can probably throw them all out and I never know. Tinted lip balms, I went from 24 to 27. Clear balm, I went from 6 to 3 because I use about 2 a year and I just keep buying them that I need. Lip gloss, 53 to 53. I stayed exactly the same on lip gloss, which is surprising to me because I used up lip gloss and I didn't think I was buying any of it. But I must have bought lip gloss at some point, or maybe it came in some of the packages I got this. I don't really know how or why it has arrived, but it did. And then a lip exfoliant. I only need one in my collection. I had one. I still have one. So in terms of lip products, so in 2018, I had 285 lip products. And guess how many I have today, standing in front of you? 284 lip products. So I've gone down 1 lip product in 2 years. And that includes, please remember, I got rid of over 30 lip products this year because they either used up or decluttered. Okay, like that's where we're at in my lip product. I'm laughing only because this makes me awkward, okay? This makes me very uncomfortable to how many I own. I was expecting really to get around the 250 mark. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I got rid of 30, like I should be around 250. Nope, that's how many I purchased, which is ridiculous that I bought 30 lip products this year. That's just, it's pretty much unheard of, right? In terms of mists, like quote unquote, like, you know, powder mist, face mist, hydration mist, setting mist, I had 12. I currently have 15. I bought a lot of those MAC little ones, so I think I just have a bunch of littles with me. I don't think that this is anything big that I need to work on, but it's something to keep in mind that I have 15 of them, and I really only use 3 to 5 a year, depending if I use the minis or the full size. So it's just something to keep working on. I probably don't need to buy any this year. Sorry, Mac Plus, Fix Plus. I don't need you this year. I got so much backup. Nail polish. Oh, this one is bad. Okay, nail polish. I had 184 in 2018. I have a 203. Yeah, 203 nail polishes this year. This year I bought nail polish. Like in 2019, I bought nail polish all year long. And you can see it in my numbers. It was kind of like my go-to when I was having a bad day. I used to buy lipstick. Thank God I didn't do that. Other than the 30 I bought, right? But I did realize what I was doing. And hopefully in 2020, I slow down on the usage. And this year, I'm doing my 100 project polish challenge, where I'm trying to use 100 nail polishes out of my collection. And if I do that, maybe I'll find some I don't want, and then these numbers will go down. These numbers, by the way, if I have like a declutter bin in the back, it doesn't include this because I know I'm going to get rid of them. So, nail polish. Oof, okay. Let's get on to something else that's good. So, perfume. Perfume, I've got a lot behind me. This is something that I want to focus on this year, in particular using up my bigger ones here, because I'm going to be moving and fragrance doesn't travel well and the movers won't move it. So it's something I really want to focus on. At least get a few of these down so I don't have to carry as much in my carry-on when I go on the plane. I don't even know if I can get those on a carry-on. They'll probably have to be packed. God. Okay, really got to get those gone. And I won't finish all those. Like, that's way too much fragrance to go through in a year. Like, that's just impossible. But if I can get rid of 2 or 3, I'm going to be happy with that. So in terms of samples, I had 16, now I've got 12, so that's good. 4 are gone there. Larger samples, 11 to 11, no change. Rollerball, which is like the Scentbirds, that is 18 to 13 because I used a lot of Scentbirds this past year in 2019. 1 ounce and 1.7 fluid ounce, 7 to 7. Bigger and oils are all the same. I still have 11 of each of those. So overall, in terms of fragrance, I actually went from 62 to 54, pretty much because of samples and the Scentbird rollerballs. My Scentbird was kind of getting out of hand, so that's why I focused on so much this year. Numbers. Are you guys tired of numbers? So let's talk overall about how I'm feeling about this. I had a lot of surprises this year in terms of my numbers. I thought that I was getting better about what I'm purchasing, and I am purchasing less, but what's interesting, at least what I've noticed using these numbers, is that in terms of like 2018, 2019, and 2020, I'm not starting 2020 off super different from where I was in 2018. Like, my numbers are pretty straightforward. And if I have an increase, it's like a 10% increase. If it's a decrease, it's a 10% decrease. They're not like huge numbers. And I thought that I was doing better in like the overall picture of not bringing stuff in and using stuff up. But what I'm kind of realizing is that it's going to take me so long to use this stuff up. Like, what I have in my collection will last me a decade. Literally, if I only used up 10%, it's going to take me 10 years to go through what I own, which is really crazy to think that I have that much backstock. And I wear makeup 5 days a week. It's not like it's not being used, but it's something I really need to think about. I don't know if I'm in a spot yet in my life to do a no buy or a low buy, but I do want to keep track. Like, I still want to keep track of what I'm purchasing, why I'm purchasing it, if I should be purchasing, because really I shouldn't be purchasing anything, and just see how and where life takes me. I still want to focus on using up products and not let myself get discouraged by these numbers, because I think it's important to know where you are, but I want to make sure that I am moving forward and not look at the past as a mistake, but take it as like a learning experience. I think that's where it's at. I can't get discouraged about this. I have to be optimistic about the future and continue to use things up, because now things are finally getting use in my collection. At least I can say that I have tried almost everything in my collection, which I could not say in 2018. In 2018, probably 50% of my collection wasn't even touched. So I just bought to buy. Like, I bought because it was an instant gratification thing. I didn't buy because I was actually going to use it. And now I've actually started to use things. So that makes me happy. I think I'm on a better path than I was in 2018. I've learned a lot. I definitely don't need to buy eyeshadows for a very long time, or lipsticks. But that's kind of the most fun, isn't it? Like, that's the most fun when it comes to makeup. So I need to think maybe 5 times about each purchase. instead of just twice. Maybe I need to like put in my cart, go back, disappear for a while, go back, take some things out, go back, you know. Maybe I'll look at it 5 times before I make a final purchase. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please let me know how many products you have in your collection. I did not total this up because I'm just like horrified a little bit. So, because I know I'm going to be close to 1,000 items in my collection. I laugh only because I know it's true and it makes me uncomfortable. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable sometimes. So I'm glad this is recorded for all posterity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy panning! Bye.